Now that we are reaching the second phase of the version 4.3, Raiden Shogun and Euthymia will be back for their reruns. Unfortunately, I don't have Euthymia, so I cannot talk about her, but Raiden, I have her, and I got her at the same time I got Ayato. Just like I did with Ayato, I'm going to discuss in this video if she's worth going for after the Fontaine release. This video is not scripted, so I'm recording this live, so please give me a discount, okay guys? I sometimes stutter or I sometimes repeat some words, but come on, you guys need to give me a break. Just before I start, I encourage you all to like the video and please subscribe. Like, it hurts me seeing the 99% of people that are seeing my videos and are not subscribed. You guys will make my day if you subscribe, and it will only cost a little bit of your time because the rest is free. Thank you so much for your support, everyone. Let's now discuss if Raiden is worth going for after the Fontaine release. Now let's talk about her kit and her talents overall. On her normal attacks, it's nothing special. She does 5 attacks, and with a charge attack, she will have a different animation than the other pole arms, but still, they are nothing special as you can see. Now, the skill is where things get interesting. With her skill, she will summon the Eye of Stormy Judgment. After the summoning, when the characters with this buff attack or deal damage to opponents, the Eye will unleash a coordinated attack dealing AoE electro damage at the opponent's position. So, saying this in an easier way, she's basically official. She does coordinated attacks that deal electro damage just like Oz does. And another thing that is worth knowing, characters who gain the Eye of the Stormy Judgment will have their elemental burst damage increased based on the energy cost of their elemental burst. So ideally you want to use your skill before using everyone's burst, because the skill will also buff the burst damage. The coordinated attack can happen every 0.9 seconds. So to summarize, her skill will do an initial damage when you cast it, and then you will do a coordinated attacks that will deal a little bit of electro damage. You have a 25 seconds duration and 10 seconds cooldown, meaning you can have 100% uptime with this passive. And you will give 0.30% per energy of elemental burst damage bonus. With her burst, Secret Art Musou Shinzetsu, I don't know, Raiden Shogun unleashes a big attack that will deal AoE electro damage using her sword, and the damage will increase based on the chakra Desiratras. We are going to get there, don't worry. After you cast the burst, you will then infuse your normal attacks with electro damage. It's not technically infused because you change the animation, you change everything, but Raiden will start hitting for electro damage instead of physical. She infuses her normal charge and plunging attacks with electro damage. And this cannot be overridden, so don't worry C6 Bennett havers, you are safe with Raiden. This is another part of the support of Raiden Shogun. When she hits opponents with this, she will regenerate energy for all nearby party members. It doesn't matter if they are electro or not. They will always get the energy refunded a little bit, or even the total amount. She can restore energy once every 1 second, and this effect can be triggered 5 times throughout the skill's duration. Also, while you are using the burst, you have resistance to interruption, and you are immune to the electro charge reactant damage. So don't worry, you will not die out of nowhere. I mean, unless the enemies are stronger than you, of course. And these attacks that you use after you cast the burst are considered elemental burst damage, not normal attack damage. Now it's the part where we are going to talk about the chakra Desiratras. Let's call it just chakra, okay? What is the chakra? The chakra is when your nearby party members use their bursts, Raiden Shogun will build up resolve stacks based on the energy cost of these bursts. The maximum number of resolve stacks is 60, and the resolve gained by the chakra will be cleared 300 seconds after Raiden leaves the field. So you have quite some time with her. To summarize, when you use your burst, you deal a big nuke of damage and you infuse your next attacks with the electro element. The damage your burst will do will get increased if your team used their bursts before you. Normally you want Raiden to be the last one bursting in your team, also because with her burst she refunds energy to everyone. As you guys can see, she's a support, she's a burst DPS, she's just like an Archon should be. With her exploration passive, she will save 50% of the more that you will use by ascending swords and pole arms. Her first ascension passive, Wishes Unnumbered. When nearby party members gain elemental orbs or particles, the chakra gains 2 resolve stacks, and this can happen every 3 seconds. The passive has direct synergy with her burst, giving you more resolve stacks when you get some energy. And her second ascension passive, Enlightening One. For every 1% above 100% energy recharge that your Raiden Shogun has, she will get greater energy restoration for the burst attacks that you do after, and she will get 0.4 electro damage bonus. So, thanks to this passive, if we go see my Raiden Shogun, I'm having 66 electro damage bonus because I have 265 energy recharge. This is why you will want a lot of energy recharge on your Raiden Shogun, because she uses energy recharge for damage. I know Raiden's kit can be complicated to understand. Even I do myself sometimes have struggled with some character's kit, and when I got Raiden I was very confused with her kit. But I hope this explanation would help you. To summarize everything, when you use your skill, you are basically living for your team off-field electro application, just like Fischl with the Oz, and when you use your burst, you will do a big chunk of damage and then infuse your normal attacks that will do a lot of damage based on the burst that you used before, and will restore energy for your team. So ideally, you will want to use everyone's burst first and leave Raiden's burst for the end. Her talent priority are the following: focus on her burst first, then on her skill, and you can leave the normal attacks unleveled because, like we saw, the burst damage that she does with the infused attacks are considered burst damage, not normal attack damage. For her builds, you will most likely want Emblem of Severed Fate, the 4-piece, since this set was specifically made for Raiden. On the 2-piece it gives ER, which she loves, and on the 4-piece it will increase your burst damage based on the ER. While you are farming for this set, you can try to do some mix and matches between the 2 pieces that give attack, or 2 pieces that give ER, or the 2 pieces that also give electro damage bonus. But your main goal should always be try to get 4-piece emblem on the end. For the stats, on the sands you'll want energy recharge, on the goblet it can either go attack or add electro damage, it will depend on the weapon you are using and your build overall, and on the circlet, crit like always. Your set priority should be crits, ER, and attack percentage. Let's now talk about the weapons, shall we? If you plan on doing the best Raiden possible, a signature Engulfing Lightning is the best option for sure. It provides ER on the substat, and on the passive, it converts your energy recharge to attack, making it the best option for your Raiden Shogun. If you don't have the Engulfing Lightning, but you have other options, Skyward Spine is actually one that most people should have, but they don't know that it's good on her. It provides energy recharge on the substat, and on the passive it gives you a humble 8% crit rate. I know, it's not much, but it's actually good to have, and it gives you 12% attack speed, which is actually great when you burst. You can try to use the crit weapons like the Staff of the Scarlet Sands, Staff of Homa, Primordial Jade Spear, but like I said, Raiden likes a lot of VR, so just use this if you are really struggling with crits, because these weapons are way better on other characters. Raiden prefers a lot of the ER, and I'm being honest with it. And if you are like me, and you want a balance from crits with ER, this is the best 4-star option for her, the Catch. I know, a lot of people don't like to fish, but this is actually an F2P option, and the best one out there for F2Ps. It provides ER on the substat, and on the passive, it will increase your elemental burst damage by 32%, and it will give you 12% crit rate. Of course, this is with Refinement 5. But like I said, this is an F2P option. It will take some time, but if you want to make your Raiden good, you will go fish, okay? Alternatively, while you are fishing for this, you can use like Favonius for extra ER, or even the craftable one, the Prototype Star Glitter. If your weapon has a low base attack and has a passive that doesn't give attack like this one, it's recommended to go attack Goblet. Ever since Sumeru came out, people start seeing Raiden as an Hyper Bloom enabler. If you are one of those that is going to pull for Raiden for that purpose, for weapons you will want to use an Elemental Mastery substat weapon. Dragon's Bane is the best one, an EM set with EM Sands, EM Goblet, and EM Circlet. Raiden is a total versatile character. She can be used on almost every team that you want an Electro applicator there. Her most famous teams are the National one and the Hyper Carry one. But remember, the Hyper Carry one, you will need Kujo Sara C6 because she gives a lot of crit damage. And if you are using her with the Hyper Bloom, just remember, Dendro and Hydro, it's all you need. Fill the rest of the slots like you want, and if you have good application from every element of these three, you will be totally good to go. Enjoy the gameplay of the Abyss for you to have an idea if Raiden Shogun is a must-have for you or not. For this Abyss, I will on the first half use Raiden National, and on the second half a Nuvilette Hyper Bloom team with the Archons.
There is no everybody stand back! At the frying pan, into the fire! Witness the power of Gugwa! Rain outlines your fate. Torn to oblivion! Go in! Let me read you a verse. Know my sword! Let's light it up! Shine down! Everybody stand back! At the frying pan, into the fire! Rain cutter! There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! The Temple of Wisdom!
Gather! Be sanctified. Bow your head.
Illusion shattered!
This is order. Solidified. Settle down. Let the mighty be humble.
Shine down! Rain outlines your fate. Go in! Let me weave you a verse. Now you shall perish! There is no escape! Nice and spicy! Witness the power! Everybody stand! Eat this! Torn to oblivion! Illusion shot! Let's light it up! At the frying pan! I'm going in! Rain cutter! Know my sword! You're toast! There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
Bow your head. Stabilize.
There is no escape!
Solidified. Settle down. Be sanctified.
Hey! Share my knowledge!
I will have order. Stabilize.
Illusion shattered!
Bow your head.
I see everything! There is no escape!
Let the mighty be humble.
Everybody stand back! Nice and spicy! Eat this! Let me read you a verse. Torn to oblivion! Shine down! Nice and spicy. Body and mouth. Everybody stand up. You're toast. Witness the power of there is no escape. Torn to oblivion. Take the Temple of Wisdom.
Gather. The tide's beckoning. Settle down.
This way, pretty little.
Solidify.
Dance with me.
Eternal oasis. The show's only just begun. At least the eternal.
After this guide, I hope you now have an idea if you are willing to go for Raiden Shogun or if you don't think she's needed. As you guys seen, she's still pretty strong. Mine is C0. If you have Raiden Shogun at C2, you have a beast on the electro damage. She's basically going to turn into a truck and eliminate everything on its path. But even mine at C0, she's perfectly capable of doing everything on the game. Thank you so much for everyone who saw this video. Share this for everyone that you know that it's going to pull on Raiden or it's thinking if it's going or not going for Raiden. Just like always, leave a like on this video. Please subscribe. I don't want to be repeating myself all the time, but 99% is really sad. I will take like a 90%. That's already good. All my other links are on the description. Thank you so much for your company and your support, everyone. See you in the next video.